narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. Oh, you've got to try a little kindness. Just show a little kindness. You've got to try a little kindness. Show a little kindness. Just shine a light for everyone to see. If you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. Oh, you've got to try a little kindness. Just show a little kindness.
Hello, wow, it's been this is the second week and we're back. It's been a busy 1 week, and I want to say that we're so excited. We're so excited. We are grateful. Light Up 2025 was a huge success. Light Up held in Nigeria, held in Canada here, and it was a huge success. I just want to, I'm truly and sincerely excited, and I welcome you once more to our discussion platform. Thank you so much for coming back and being here with us for every topic that we've had opportunity to discuss. And tonight, we are actually looking at the act of giving back to our community, which is like the main thing that caps off what August is for us as an initiative. Last week on the 23rd of August, we had one of our medium of empowerment, also known as Light Up. This is solely for, handcrafts, teaching people how to, just empowering women and people generally how to, maximize handcraft. And it was a huge success. I don't know what to say, but to just say thank you to God Almighty for the success, for bringing it to pass. It was huge. It was huge. And, it surpassed what we envisaged. Good evening, and as our custom is, please, as soon as you join us, let us know where you are joining us from. My name is Rosemary Henrieze, and I am the coordinator for the Young Women and Wives with Burdens and Blessings Initiative. And we are always here every Saturday, 8 p.m. West African time and 4 p.m. PEA Canada time. Well, when the season changes, it goes back to 3 p.m. That's anytime from November. It will be 3 p.m. Canada time, PEI Canada time. Thank you so much. And this month has been very, very loaded, has been very beautiful, has been huge. It's been from one topic, it's been one topic of interest and, giving back, understanding how important the need for giving back is, and it culminated into our Light Up. And then tonight we are going to be looking at what is it, Seth? Why do we need to give back to our community? And we'll be having a special speaker tonight in the person of Mr. Femi Ariyibi. I want to bring on, good evening, Olabisi Rachel from Lagos. Thank you. I'm going to be bringing on the speaker for tonight in the person of Omolara Oshoni, who is the host for this month, and she will be taking over from me. Facebook, respect yourself. Okay, slow connection. We're actually having this notification of slow connection. Okay. Okay, so how's it? Very busy. In fact, I was just telling myself today, I said, I feel it's a mixture of energy and tiredness, but yes, the joy that comes with both being tired and having that little energy. I can't phantom it. It's huge. It's big. It's big for me. I'm trying to bring on our host. Facebook, be kind. Be kind, be kind. And really, I said someone, I said, giving is huge, is a huge thing for me. And I know that you just have to be intentional about it. You just have to be intentional about it. Someone asked me here, be that way, and it's asked me, I'm saying, how do you mean? You mean you are just You people are just dashing people money. This Canada, where everybody is from ship to ship, people are just trying to manage and settle down and all that, and you're just doing something. You are doing free thing for people. Are you a Canadian? Even the Canadians that are doing it, they are being sponsored. And I smile. I said, when God sends, he supports, he provides. So that is what I believe in. Lara, I don't know what is happening, but we seem to be having network issue. I tried to bring you in, but it's saying network connection. So our speaker for tonight is someone who has experience in, you know, giving back to the community. Well, what does it really mean to give back to the community? Why must I give back to the community? Why can't I just take care of myself and take care of my family? I belong to, I'm a church girl. Everybody knows that. And I remember our overseer and the person of Dr. Lim Manuel will say, if all you are doing is just, you're working and making money and you're feeding your family just between you, your husband, or you, your spouse, and your children, and that is all that your impact extends to, then there's a problem. Lara, I think you should please go out and come in again. I'm not even seeing the invite. You should please go out and come in again. Then, Mr. Femi, sir, please, can you resend? Okay. Probably there's a lot of people doing live. So, and that is something that really stood out for me. And I'm like, okay, why would someone live an entire life truly and we are not impacting? And the thing is that in as much as money is of essence, I want to also say that if you bring out your heart to do it, it is of much more importance than money. And the irony of it all is that when it is in the heart, when the desire to do it is there. Lara, I'm trying to bring you in, but I think there's technical issue or something. Just keep saying adding. You understand? But when the desire is there, when that passion is there, you do it. You want to take that step, and there's it's not giving. It's not something that is very easy. But when the purpose for which you are doing it is clear, the purpose for which you are doing it clear, and the reason for which you are doing it is not to show off, is not to, because if it's really about show off, then that means that you would have satisfied yourself and not make impact. But for us, the initiative, the Young Women and Wives Initiative, it is about impact. We are particular about the woman. The wholeness of the woman is at the core of everything that we do. And um, Light Up is one of our, in fact, it is one of our medium of impact. Someone's background is echoing. It's one of our medium of impact. And I want to say welcome. Someone's background is echoing. Lara, is it your background or Mr. Femi's background? Okay, thank you. So I want to say a big welcome. Welcome, Mr. Femi. Good to have you.
A pleasure, ma.
Okay, Lara, I don't know how you're going to control the noise coming from your background. Please kindly take over.
No, has not. I don't understand what Facebook is saying. From my net, it's from my background, no my.
You said?
Oh, already
Okay,
bad.
while Lara is trying to fix that, Mr. Femi, how are you doing, sir?
It's a wonderful day here in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, and it's a very beautiful, sunny. In fact, the sun has been amazing. This past week has been so. So even though I have melanin and dark skin, I had to apply sunscreen here because the sun has the intensity has gone as far as 35, and as I seen that I was becoming burnt. I was having sunscreen burn. I was having sunburn. Sorry. So it was not very fun. And I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Femi also. Mr. Femi is one of our instructors for Light Up Nigeria. And oh my God, I was going through the videos and I was so happy. I was so happy.
Wow.
I was so happy, and I'm still so happy because it's huge. And I want to say a big thank you to you for the sacrifice. Thank you for your labor of love, as this we say it in church setting. I think Lara. Okay,
Probably our network is giving us some issue, I think
yes,
so.
the network is a bit wonderful. It's a bit wonderful. A bit wonderful. So really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I want to say thank you too, ma.
Usually, yeah. Usually today was a bit, I was a bit distracted today. Usually what we do is I would just send on the page the our speakers, our tonight speakers biography and everything. But I was a bit occupied with some things. Apologies that that didn't come up, but I will still go back and do that. Lara, I don't know what's happening, but maybe while you're trying to fix what the problem is, I can just proceed to read Mr. Femi's biography.
I'll be shy, you.
Okay. Yeah, you permitted to. You're permitted to be, but
All right.
we do it so you know we do it so that Lara Alpha, how is it going? Lara, can you probably go out and come in back again? You know how it can be very funny with this app. Okay. Ariyibi Oluwafemi Kayode is a proud native of Ekiti State, Nigerian, and a seasoned ICT professional. He holds a Cisco professional certification from the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria. He is also Google Ads certified and a Google Analytics professional with deep expertise in digital solutions and online visibility strategies. So you can imagine how rich our photography and basic editing session was back in Nigeria in Light Up. He's a man committed to continuous personal and leadership development. Oluwafemi attended the Daystar Leadership Academy and advanced his studies at the Association of Chaplains and Pastors. Oh my goodness. Thank God. I hope it's not good. Mr. Femi, please, we're not coming to
He's not
preach
going to give
for
seminary talk.
Portugal. Earning certifications in chaplaincy and theology seminary, Christian ethics, and transcultural missions. Passionate about inspiring solutions and raising people. Okay, I'm trying to add about and raising people. He serves as the director of the Value magazine and is the visionary founder of Ariyibi's Orphanage Foundation, a platform dedicated to providing care, education, and hope for vulnerable and orphan children. Through his foundation, he actively drives projects that transform lives, nurture talents, and empower the next generation to dream beyond limitations. Widely recognized for his ability to inspire solutions, Oluwafemi's work continues to impact lives and communities, leaving footprints of change wherever he goes. And he is happily married. So that anyone that is seeing that say, see this man, probably after the talk, person should know that he's taking. Thank you. Lara, please take over.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
I told you before I came into this, I don't want to come in. Good. See, she read her own biography, me and the host, I'm starting very well. All those ones are easy. So, all right. Good evening, everybody. The beautiful people of Y.W.W.B. As a queen, as a king, I will call you beautiful because it's a woman session. So if you are handsome, sorry, this night and forever in Y.W.W.B., you are beautiful. Who missed us last week? If you did, please drop a comment. Let us know because we missed you too. However, we are giving a little teaser of tonight's discussion through our powerful outreach ad. You know, they say a leader leads, and definitely we have led by giving back to our community through the Light of 2025 we did last week. And it was an incredible event. Thank you to everyone who participated. May God bless you richly in Jesus' name. Now, I am so excited, and I'm not excited because you'll be seeing my face again for a longer time after tonight. And it has been a very wonderful ride from overcoming stereotype, which I took starting up August, to women uplifting women by our very Mrs. Deborah Emmanuel John, to mentorship guiding the next generation, our very own patroness, Mrs. Olabi Rachel, and tonight to light up and 2025 at the heart of giving back to the community. But tonight we are going deeper into the heart of it all, because this is what like Y.W.W.B talks about. And for August, this is our center. We need to give back to the community. And guess what? We have a speaker par excellence, a man whose passion for impact speaks volume, Mr. Femi Ariyibi.
I'm shy, people.
I'm not going to say it, they have read that one for us already. So, Mr. Femi, thank you for not saying no. Thank you for, when I call you, answer me 100 times. I am saying this publicly. God bless you. Your
Amen.
work has impacted life and communities. You know me too well. Expect a lot of questions from my head tonight. So if your hands are not too busy, please, I want you to drop those clap emojis in the comment section to give Mr. Femi a warm Y.W.W.B welcome. And while you are dropping your emoji clap, please drop your questions in the comment section while it speaks or before. If you have anything that's been disturbing your mind, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be reading from the comment section. So, Mr. Femi, the stage is yours. We are giving you 15 minutes. What time is it? This is 8:18. So we are giving you 15 minutes to light us up with knowledge and inspiration on how to give back to our community. So I believe you're a person of time, and as at 8:33, I don't want to say, yeah, almost true. Time is up. I don't want to tell you that. So take this. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. I want to say very
Lara,
big.
please hold on, Mr. Femi. Lara, please, can you mute your end?
It is not from my head.
I think it's echoing.
But it's not echoing my own end, actually.
It is echoing from here.
Okay. All right. Is it better now?
Proceed, sir.
All right. So without wasting much of my time, I think I have to set my timer to 10 minutes, so I won't even exceed to the 15 minutes. I want to say a very big thank you for this wonderful platform and for inviting me to be here. And to be sincere, I want to say a very big thank you for having me twice in a month. It's a wonderful opportunity for me, even starting from the light up, then giving back to the community. I see something coming together here, and I want to say thank you for everything you are doing to the community as a society. And I believe it's just like what I see. And when I see visions like this, my greatest prayer is that I'm seeing this in nations, especially the Light Up program. I'm seeing this in nations. I'm seeing it beyond Nigeria and Canada. I'm seeing it all over the nations. At least I believe, and I'm seeing it. And I'm
Pastor.
This is a vision. I'm just trying to tell you what I see. No, I'm seeing it beyond, because I could see the workforce, I could see the coming together of women, and I could see the empowerment there. So it's not just a religious thing here, but I see it as a vision. So, and I believe God will help us through. So tonight we are talking about giving back to the community and giving back to the society. I would want to share my experience, and I want to let everyone outside there believe you can do it. I have that urge. In fact, let me say, when I wanted to start the orphanage foundation, I never believed I could start. The most interesting part of it was that I was a dropout from Lagos State Polytechnic ND2 second semester. So for you to know, when the vision came in, it was actually at the wrong timing. When the passion came in for me, it was actually at the wrong timing. I repeat, when it came in, I was at ND2 second semester. So I'm actually at the final level of my education when I dropped out from Lagos State Polytechnic. And when I was in that pain, and someone came to me and said, I saw something in you. I see this zeal in you. What's making you hold it back? And I look at the person and I have to tell the person, it's like you have a problem. Because what you are saying is actually is a wrong vision. Or what you are trying to energize me for is a wrong perspective. Because me self, I need help. Someone who has just dropped out from a major university of my own, I have my own problem I have to solve. You're now asking me to go and start looking for orphans or start taking care of orphans. I see it as it's not the primary thing for me. At least the primary thing for me is for me to start my own life first. Then later I will come back to those ones that God has sent me to, probably when I have money. So tonight I want to say, giving back to the community is a selfless service. I believe everyone should have. People shouldn't beg you before you give back. And let me start from that level. Giving back to the society should not be until when people comes to beg from you. I believe in advanced country, except from Nigeria, there are some things when you feel, oh, these things are still good, I don't want to use them again. You can just go somewhere, drop it there. And people who still need something like that, they can still go there, pick it up, probably at a lesser price also. So I think it's done in advanced country, but in Nigeria, we are still trying to struggle with it. We try to exchange everything for money. So I would say giving back to the community is a selfless service, and you should remove the priority of getting something in return away from your heart. That should be number one thing. And it's part of one. And when you are doing that, always have it at the back of your mind that you are doing a service, not a help, and you are doing it not even having in mind to get anything back. That's just it. That is giving back. And I would say giving back is not, it comes from within the heart. It doesn't come by force. Don't do things by force. Let it come from your heart. And that is why it is called a service. I don't want to be giving definitions and the rest, but I believe most of us read about it, and I want to share experience. And I think that was in 2010, if I don't mistaken, when we started the Orphanage Foundation. I was a dropout. So when the urge keep coming, Femi, you should do this, So I decided to, okay, let me give it a try. But this is one thing, Ariyibi's Orphanage Foundation. So Ariyibi, okay, let me simply give the meaning of the Ariyibi for you. Ariyibi, A-R-I, simply means Ariyibi. Babs simply means Babatunde. So this is the story behind it. My mom is the only surviving child. My mom is the only child our parents gave back to. So that's one. Now, my father, which is the Ariyibi, is the only surviving child of 9. Wow. So I had to join their names together to make Ariyibi. Now, so when we started the foundation, don't forget I'm a dropout. But this is the concept of it. We looked at it so I did research and I looked at it that the orphans, how did they take care of them and the rest thing. So we decided to go to the orphans. So we discovered that there's a particular stage they sent these orphans out of the orphanage home, probably maybe when they are 18. Or I can't remember the specific. I don't know if the rules have been changed, but I know most of them don't stay in the orphanage home for life. So we came up with the concept of, okay, if these children will be leaving the orphanage home, they need to be trained. At least by the time they are leaving the orphanage home, let them have a skill, just like the vision behind the light up. So it was when I saw the vision behind the light up, it was a wonderful one. So I came up with this is, don't forget, this is a dropout. I don't have a stable job. I'm still living under my parents. My parents are the ones sponsoring my school that I have even decided to drop out from. So, and this is me trying to now take care of Ori. Let me say it in Yoruba. We say it in Yoruba, we call it Ori Olori, that is another person's head. You are not leaving your own head to go and take care of another person's head. So I sat down and I strategized. Okay, this is me who doesn't have financial help, who doesn't have anything. So I did a flyer and I just put it out on. Then there's no WhatsApp, there's nothing. So yeah, I think it's just Facebook. So I just posted, then start telling one or two people in my church, and I said, okay, this is what I have in the vision. I feel we should go to the orphanage home and start training people. Now, one of the difficulties you are going to face, especially when you are giving back to the community, is that you are not going to have all the resources it will take you. Always have that at the back of your mind. And one of the things I've learned from my mentor is, whenever you are starting a vision, start with your available resources. If you are having it in mind to give back to the community, if you have that urge to give something back to the community, and when you sit down, you did the whole mathematics, and you did your calculation, you have 5 million naira. You calculated 5 million naira. To be sincere, auntie, you can't get 5 million naira. So check your account balance. If it is 5,000 naira you could found in your account balance, start with your 5,000 naira. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that no matter what you have, start with your available resources. So I started with my available resources. And what was my available resources? The available resources I have was people around me, not even cash. So I started with the available people beside me. Now, when I started with the available people around me, in fact, we were guys. The funniest part was it was even the same guys that we are even schoolmates, just peer group. So we just came together. Okay, those who are doing catering, those who are into music, those who are into computer the same way I am. So we just decided that, okay, let's go to the orphanage home and train these kids. So we started. So we kickstarted. So when we kickstarted, people start seeing what we are doing, and they were like, this is a nice vision. So we understood that there's a particular set of people. I have 5 minutes more already, or 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes more, so I'm rounding up. And we discovered that there's a particular set of people that goes to the orphanage home to donate food to them and clothes to them, which is settled. So we believe when we come in, we give them a skill which will serve them for their lifetime. So to round this up in a nutshell is that when you are giving back to the community, start with your available resources. When you are giving back to the community, let it come from your heart. Never have in mind that you are getting a result. You're expecting a result. In fact, one of the things that even came to our own mind when we are doing it is that keep the camera. That is, we only just capture the moment and keep the records for record purposes. We don't even post. It took us a long time before we start posting because we are not trying to show off. We are trying to give back to the community. So we only keep them for. So don't forget when you are trying to keep back, and don't forget that start with your available resources. Start small, start with available resources, and always have it in the back of your mind that one day these things you are giving back to the community will come back to you, not just in a double fold. It is going to be pressed down and given back to you. So thank you for having me. I think I don't want to exceed my 15 minutes. And with that, I believe you can start well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that short one. I like the fact that you were time conscious. So don't worry, I'll give
After you are threatening me now.
Thank you so much. We are just trying to work with time, and I'm very sure that people will have questions. And I also have questions. I have my notes is filled up, and I'll be taking it one after the other.
Okay.
I remember when you were sharing your presentation, you made mention of something, and it has to do with the time it came. It was not a good time because you had dropped out of school. So the
Yeah.
question now is that, is there really a wrong time or a good time or a time where you have to give back to the community? That's the question.
Okay. I would say there's not a specific time to that. I think the only problem we have as women is that we have got to calculate. So I let me just put it that way. Once we just have it, once the urge comes in, the first thing we do as a woman is we first bring out the calculator and do 1 + 1 2 + 2. How much does it cost to do this? You are just helping God to calculate what He's asking you to do. So I believe when the urge comes, one of the things I learned was that, because even my dad called me and said I was doing an orphanage program. Am I okay? You understand those kind of. In fact, that day he called me. I went to his own room, my dad's room. I went to his room and go and cry. You understand? Because I felt I did the wrong thing at the wrong time. But after we celebrated 1 year and my mom came for the 1 year of establishing the orphanage foundation, my dad called me and said he heard about what the foundation has done and is proud of me. So what am I saying is that there is no wrong timing. So once the vision comes, start with your available resources. So that's what I would say. So don't decide to put one time and by next year. By that next year that you want to start, somebody have started the same thing. You failed not to start. So what you fail to start now, by the time it's next year, somebody else will have started it, and you'll be like, and I want to do it too. It's because of lack of fund. It's a lie. Start with your 1,000 naira today. So there's no wrong timing and there's no exact time. So once it comes, kickstart.
Okay, thank you. Please, can you mute yourself
Okay.
while I speak? Then when I can go, thank you. All right. So another question is this. There is always an urge, and for me, I feel there's a consciousness. The level of consciousness we have is different from it differs from one another. So I would like to ask this question. Many people start out wanting to help others, like genuinely. They're not trying to show off. They've started, but struggle to remain consistent. Now, what practical ways have helped you stay committed to the service over the years? I am of the opinion that it is not the beginning that really matters in anything that I do. I am of the opinion of being proactive. So the question now is, many people start out wanting to help others, but they struggle to remain consistent. And consistency is quite key. So what practical ways have helped you as a person and your team to stay committed to service over the years? Thank you.
All right, I will say one practical thing one particular thing that helped me was building a structure, a system structure in the organization. When we started at the Babs Orphanage Foundation, I made it declared to the team member that I'm also a member. I was not, so even they hardly quote me as founder. So one thing I would say one thing that helped me is creating a system. So we had set of team managers. We created a system. So we have head of team manager, we have team members. So when team members goes for an outreach, they report to that. So there was a system, there's a flow of system, despite the fact we are not paying anybody a dime. So one thing we ensured we created was a system. In fact, let me give a wonderful story. There was a day, a orphanage home in Lagos here. They finished the particular team who went to the orphanage home, finished the training. And after each training, we had we have to give a certificate, just the same way like those have done their own. We have to give a certificate to the orphans. So the head of team called the general manager that so orphanage home has finished their training and the certificate needs to be awarded to them. They needed my own signature and the general manager's signature. And I was not in Lagos. So the general manager said they have postponed. He's thinking they should postpone the award. So now I now asked the general manager, let's assume I die. What will happen? He said he will carry on. He will be the one to sign it. And I said, assume I have died. Carry on. So one of the things that will make any organization, be it profitable or not profitable, is create a system. Don't feel you are the visionaire. If you want that vision to keep going, let me tell you, even a team member will have a brilliant way things should be done. So once you create a system, ensure everybody comes together, work as a team. Don't bring yourself as the boss and this is what you are going to do. I will go to Germany. I will be the one to go to guy. You will break down one day. It is this team people that will help you. So I would suggest that for you to have continuity and to make sure it keeps going for years. I can say I can say it openly. Probably for a whole year, I may only attend one project, and the whole team will fix the other one. Congratulations to them. My own concern is results. How many orphans were you able to train? So all I'm after is the results. So but in despite of that, let there be a system from head of team, team manager, team member. So let's just create a team. We just create a system rather, and with that, we are good to go.
All right, so for everyone who is listening, system and structure. So you remember when they were reading this man's profile, when our able coordinator, because we call our convener, we found that I should para for you. When they were reading it, it's so evident that he's a leader. So system and structure is evident. Now, I will go back on that system and structure. System can be quite ambiguous. Don't mind me, I'm a linguist to an extent. So I want you to break that system down or structure to a simple, using simple words that people can really relate to. Because the truth is, when people keep hearing system and structure, it helps them draw back. And they're like, everybody keeps saying system, everybody keeps saying structure. I'm not getting this in. How do I go about it? So probably you help us, not probably, you should help us break it down to something a layman can relate to. Thank you.
All right, let me just break it down. Okay, like Ariyibi Orphanage Foundation, this is what we do. When we kickstart, let me just start it from where we kickstart. I had no money. I had no money to pay anybody. So when I gathered the whole volunteer together, I called them, you are welcome home. This is what I have in mind. I want us to go to orphanage homes, train orphans in catering, music, ICT. So first of all, everybody, okay, I'm good in catering. So we splitted the team. So I know, okay, catering has 5 people in their team. Music have 5 people in their team. ICT have 5 people in their team. So, okay, catering. Who will head catering? So I have to pick one person. That's their team manager for catering. I have to pick one person in music. That's their team manager in music. One person in ICT. That's their team manager in ICT. Good. So I, as the team leader now, I may not have if I need to call the meeting, I don't need to call a general meeting again that will involve everybody. All I need to, the head now, I have to deal with the 3 people who are the head. Okay. Catering, you are going to orphanage ABC to teach them catering. What are the things? Please liaise with your team members. Give me the list of what you need, and let's work with that. You get what I'm saying? So now I don't need to now have to intrude to their members. She must know how to understand. Now, as a leader too, my own part also is to ensure that those members, how are they coordinating with their team leader? Hope is not a dictative person. You have to also watch that. That's my own role there. So Okay, they will bring their report. Okay, for catering, they are going to need maybe 17,500 or 20,000 naira. Okay, my own as now the members is not their headache to go and look for the 20,000 naira. Don't forget they are volunteering. So it's my own headache to go and look for that. So for my own is bring the 20,000 catering, take your 20,000 naira. God will help you. Please ensure these children knows it. Bye bye. God will be with you. And after their training, okay, wait, maybe at the end of their training, even if I can't go, I can now send, okay, somebody in ICT, go and monitor, go to catering. Let me check what they have done. Go to the orphanage home with them and see. So, but the problem that is how the structure should be. But if you want to kill yourself, I will be the one to go and meet them in catering. Catering, we will now go to the market. You know, flour. How much is flour? Flour is 6,000. I roast 6,000 naira. See, you are going to kill yourself. And I will say this openly. One of the problems we have in Nigeria is trust. And one of the problems we have in Nigeria is trust. And let me say this to you. Those you think you don't like, those you think they are going to eat out of you. Sorry, I used to tell people, what they are trying to steal from you is not what they are going to use to build their own house. So leave them, let them keep eating it. What you should be after is results. I keep telling people that way. But even by the time they see that what you are doing is even consciousness will tell them that you have given them a level of trust. And probably somebody who have something they sell for 5,000 naira, you wrote 10,000 and I released 10,000 naira for you. By the time you buy that thing for 5,000 naira and you are keeping that 5,000 naira in your pocket, you already know you're already keeping fire in your pocket. So I don't need to. So consciousness will come when the judgment comes. It will show to everybody. So the structure I'm just trying to do, when we say structure, it's not as if you need to go and look for one PhD holder. You don't need PhD. Just sit down. Okay, one person should head catering. From there, one team for 5 people are in the catering place. So you add them together. Okay, please oversee them. So when they get data, so you can just interchange sometimes and just okay, somebody else should go there, see what they are doing, and that's fine. So that's just what we mean by structure. And when it comes to finance, because that's where the problem is. One of the things I do as the head, as be a founder, be a co-founder, be a GO, be anything, don't control the finance. Even if it gets help from everybody, let there be financial secretary. Another person should record how they spend that money. Then who spends it? I think let there be let the money go through 3 people or 4 people. So by the time you are trying, at the end of each project, they do audit. This is my hand. I never collected any money. So even if I collect money, mention my name in the meeting that Oga, Mr. Femi collected 16,000 naira. Yes, I want to use it for you. Probe me. So don't become chairman executive of the no. You don't need it. When it comes to giving back to the community, you don't need it. So just make sure it is open and transparent. So have somebody who is leading your team to a particular project. Ensure you can have the more members you have, the more you should split them. You understand? You can split them to 5, 4, 3. But if you are struggling to have members, the more you have them, just try to make sure you are putting them on the right track. With that, you are good. So the structure we are talking about is somebody should add this, somebody should add this, put this, just commit responsibility. That's just what we are trying to say here. Responsibility. You monitor this one, auntie, take this one. So by the time you are, in fact, some people will feel, oh, they can't do this responsibility, but by the time they carry it out, they'll feel, wow, I can do this, and that is it. Thank you, ma'am.
Bless you. Now, my last question, but it will be quite expansive. Now, when it comes to giving back to community, I have noticed 2 things, and one of which is long-term impact and short-term relief. Now, what do I mean by short-term relief? Short-term relief is, I think I posted something related to this when I shared the flyer alongside my Facebook page and Y.W.W.B and the other admins. And I said, most people always think that money is a problem to give out. And so from my own hand, I give out to some people in my community. Do you understand? And giving back as at that time is just like a relief. It is not a long-term impact. So how do we strike a balance between a long-term impact, that's lasting impact, and a short-term relief? How do we strike a balance with it? Because the truth is, this system and structure may not be that easy for some people, particularly maybe they are not the people's person, yet they have the vision. Do you understand? You can unmute yourself so we can have an interaction.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so like I said, this system and structure, which simply means committing responsibility, may be a big deal for some people. So, you know, when you say long-term impact, we are talking about something that outlives you, like you said, and short-term relief is something that probably you see somebody on the road and person is begging, and you just give person 20 naira or 15 naira, you go, you don't even know what's wrong with the person after that time. That is also giving back to the community literally, right? Do you understand that aspect?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so how can individuals or small groups ensure their act of giving back, creating long-term impacts rather than short-term relief? That's the question. Or let me paraphrase it and say, how can we strike a balance between long-term impact and short-term relief? Thank you.
All right. I would. You asked a wonderful question, and I would want to share an experience for you. One day I was coming back from work, and I met a woman with a child at her back, and she approached me and begged for money and said, "Oh, she didn't beg for money. She approached me and said, ah, sir, if you can give me 2,000 naira, I want to buy a bath. I want to start selling pure water." I looked, two things came to my head, and I said, okay, this person doesn't want to beg. That's one. She wants to start a business and she needed help. So I said, okay, no problem. I went to my ATM and gave her 2,000 naira, and I left. So the following day, I went to that same spot, spent some hour to see if I would see her there. I didn't see her there. So I felt, oh, this woman have started the business. In fact, I was trying to look for her to make sure I try to reimburse her. Okay. I I funny enough, I went to another location. As I jumped her again. Same strategy. She wanted to start a business, blah 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 blah. The problem is the world we find ourselves these days. You know, when you are giving for a short time is good. I I won't say it's a bad idea. It's good because sometimes it may meet that person at the point of that person's need, and at the same time the long part of it. But I always say it out that no matter how little, but sincerely I want to say thank you for the vision of the light up. It's a wonderful vision. Um, you may feel it doesn't really, it was just a day workshop and that was the end. To some people who had attended it, it's a lifetime opening for them. They won't know the reason now, not until the next 5 years, that what they learned at Light Up had provided to their table. I used to say, at the Light Up event, I said something to Lara. I said, me and Lara met like I think 5 or 6 or 10 years ago. Same workshop like that brought the connection, and it has been for life. So striking the balance is this: when you are giving for short time, be careful. Are you getting it? Be careful. Don't ensure it's not too much capital intensive. You know, it's for a short time. And only if you are so sure of the person you are trying to give. So if it's for a short time, probably you just want to meet probably the present need of that person. That's for a short time. It's good to go. But if you are trying to make a long time giving, ensure you follow the progress.
Is
Are you getting it?
long-term impact. Long-term impact.
Yes. Okay, long-term impact, yes. If it is long-term impact, follow the person's progress. Let's assume somebody who have gone to somebody you are trying to empower for being a tailor. It's not as if because I want to start learning, I have the passion for tailor, help me, and the first thing you went to go and do is to buy that person machine. Sorry, she will sell that machine to it. So for a long-time impact, follow the progress. Let the person go to a shop where you can learn fashion design. Let him start. Let him start with needle and thread. Let her borrow machine and see what she have done with the machine. So you can sew on somebody's machine. Which machine did you use to achieve this? I went to borrow my friend's own, bro. Okay. How much did they sell machine? Okay. Just follow the progress. Ensure the person you are trying to impact is even ready. You see, the difference between the short time and the long time is, for short time, the person may not be ready. It's just the presently you want to meet, which is okay. But for the long time, ensure you follow the progress. Ensure, for just like computer, ensure the person knows Microsoft Word. Okay, for Microsoft, okay, you can do, okay, good. Now you need your own laptop. You cannot get a laptop for the person. But somebody who have not gone to a computer school, somebody who does not know graphics, somebody who does not know photo editing, and just cry to you, Auntie Lara, my life I want to spoil you, and his computer I want to know, and the next thing you went to go and do, buy a brand new laptop and give to the person. I give you in the next 6 days or in the next 7 days, that laptop will be nowhere to found. That person will have easy to eat. So the difference between the two is, if it is short time, meet the person presently, which is okay. But if it is long time, follow the progress. That is when you can balance the both together. So, and at the same time, the person, yes, a single person may need the truth, which is fine. That is, if the person is presently hungry, take this money. But now, finally to balance it, if it is someone who is ready, and you can see in the person that is ready, I will suggest you don't finalize on that person's short time needness. Go for the long time impact. It will cost you a lot, but that person will be forever grateful. I used to say it. The person who had made me a IT professional today was just a woman. I will never forget her. She's even a Muslim, which I'm grateful to God. She was a Muslim. She was going for a NECO, and she was looking for, and I said, me too, I can. If you teach me, I will learn it. That was how she taught me computer. That was how she taught me graphics in Ibadan, opposite Glass House. That was how she taught me. And I would say, see, I'm just coming back from an event now. What a woman taught me in 2009 is bringing food to my table. A woman like everybody in this platform. And so I'm a proud product of a woman. She taught me graphics. In fact, she taught me graphics. The woman who taught me operating is a woman in Okeado there in Ibadan too. So it's a matter of stages. So follow the person's progress to ensure that that person knows it. That is the best gift you can give to anybody. Skill. Let me say it. Skill is the best thing you can give. See, give me food, I'll forget about it. I will go to the toilet and shit it off. But knock my head, beat me, and say silly words to me that I'm not serious. You're just joking with your life. I ask you to keep repeating those words to that person's head until that person knows that particular skill rather. In the next 10 years, this is me coming back to a platform the person who taught me 10 years ago. She's not here, but I'm talking about her. So that person too will be somewhere saying, if not because of this women program, the coordinator said stupid ambassador to my ear. But look at me today. It is the shin I learned that is bringing food, and which is going to bring a long lasting impact to that person's life. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for that balance. So I'm going to paraphrase quickly for some of us that didn't get it. So the question was basically on long-term impact and short-term relief. And our speaker said in short words, it says, If it is short-term relief, that's what everyone listen and would listen with time. If it's going to be short-term relief, it shouldn't be too much capital intensive, but it should meet the person's present need. But if it is long-term impact, try as much as possible to follow the person's progress. And he topped it up with, if the person is ready and there is a conviction that is written all over the person that this person is ready. One of the convictions you can know is by the gestures and by the present circumstances surrounding the person. I would always say, if you give a food to somebody that is not hungry, you will never know the meaning of that food. But when you give food to someone who is hungry, even before the food gets to him, just perceiving it, there's this excitement the body gives. That's quite a gesture. So if the person is ready, don't finalize on the short-term relief. Finalize on the long-term, short-term relief, finalize on the long-term impact. Thank you so much. Before you give us your final words, Mrs. Rosemary, I do not know if you have any questions to ask. Nobody has asked any question in the comment section. I feel it is entering our head very, very well.
Lara, which one is Mrs. Rosemary? Mr. Femi, thank you so much. See, I listened, as they would say, with rapt attention, and I kept nodding my head because, when you are hearing what
I
you were
did,
instructed.
I did not give you time. Just 5 minutes. Thank you.
So when you keep hearing what you are practicing, from hearing what you yourself are practicing from another person, you just give yourself thumbs up, like saying, okay, I'm on track. There was a statement you made where you said that when the vision was given to you, you yourself, you were in trouble. Let me put it that way. But you made a statement. You said if you hadn't gone ahead to do that, that there's every possibility that you might be replaced. Somebody else would be doing it. And I tapped myself. I said exactly what happened to me when the vision of Y.W.W.B was given to me. I spent 7 months thinking about it, giving God excuses of why I do not qualify. They are telling God, I say, so people will not start saying that there's problem in my marriage. That is why, or there's, even if there's problem, she's bringing out her family, her marriage, or something like that. I struggled. So I then went ahead and gave God an excuse to find. What it has to be said. If you don't go ahead, I will replace you. I had it loud and clear. I will replace you. And I said, okay, let me start by writing, because I do a lot of writing. So I started by writing, and at the end, I will write and I'll put Y.W.W.B initiative. In fact, when that name was given, the young woman I said, what sort of name is this one? Even to tomorrow, some people don't know how to call it. So what sort of name is this one? I said, that is the name that it will answer. And that is it. So I struggled for 7 months, and it was really a massive battle. And I remember when the first live, I went live, 15th of June, especially on this discussion platform. And when God said it is time for discussion platform, 2023 was when the 5th of January was when the vision came. Then last year, he said it is time for you to go live and discuss topics. I said, so the first live I did, I think the first or two lives, I was using myself as a, that was the instruction. You are going to use yourself as an example. And remember my husband I think he's watching. My husband called me and said, stop using me, stop using me as an example, stop using you yourself. So use other people. And I said, that is the instruction that I received. But now with my husband, the story is different. He himself is giving thumbs up. I want to say a big thank you for honoring us, tonight, and honoring us with light up. There's so much that I have grasped from tonight's discussion that it's a major takeaway. And thank you for, like I said, putting clarity on structure. I'm someone who believes in structure. I'm someone who believes I would trust you. I will trust you and allow you to disappoint me. I was telling someone when I was telling one of the volunteers here in Canada here, when we were hosting, I said, as I speak, Nigeria light up is ongoing. I don't even know how it came out. And she said, as in me. I said, yes. I said, I don't know what they discussed, how they arranged. I don't know what they came about. All I know is that what we discussed was just the financial detail and everything. That was all we discussed. And even when we discussed the financial, it was not like in the company. I would tell Lara, I said, Lara, go and discuss with mommy. That's our patroness. You people are in charge. And oh my God, they left me speechless. Me, I even felt drained here. Me that had volunteers. I felt drained here because all the work was on me. But when I saw their own, I was telling them, I said, I am jealous. So the truly and truly, I'm very grateful for tonight. Thank you so much for giving and putting clarity on giving back to this. And another thing you said is that don't expect anything in return. When God put that, I told you, I said, I don't have money. I don't have money. I don't have money. And he said, I have sent you, I will make provision. I'll make provision. So one of the only part that we play is that we are very structured. We are very structured here. We plan for the year. We even discussion topics. We plan every December is our retreat. As an admin, we call ourselves admin. Because maybe executive is too heavy. Because now this December, because we are going on another retreat, 2 days retreat. We plan the year, and see, that is the part that we have played, and God has really perfected everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, this is more. There's going to be more collaboration with you and your initiative as we go forward. Thank you, sir. Lara,
You're very happy. I need to pay fine.
That's why I say if I start to speak English,
All right. I'm sure we really have enjoyed ourselves today, and I really have. You can see my pen with me. I have a lot of things to. I had a lot of things to write down. And before Mr. Femi give us our final words, I would just say that dream it, vision it, God will fund it. That's how God's strategy works. And like our founder convener said, she was talking about God said, God said, God said at some point. Some of us listening here, I'm not a part actually. Some people listening may not really know when God is saying or when God is not saying. But the truth is, God has given us something like an instinct or an intuition. Our mind is powerful. The moment we have that urge, somebody somewhere, and let me bust our bubbles tonight. I have not met her convener in person, and it still shocks some people. And they keep asking, how did you just connect with this person, even if you have not? I said I have seen her in my church because we are Parabic variants. I've seen her in the church, and I've always been like, why is this woman? She likes to give testimonies and all of that. And I'm like, when she reached out to me, I literally didn't see myself doing that, but I felt that it was a heart of giving back, and that was because I was actually visible. And so one thing I was going to say is that please be visible. If I had not been visible, maybe she would have come or slide into my DM and say, okay, Lara, this is what is going on. Okay, this is how I want you to come in and all of that. So the ball down of everything is that in as much as we are trying to give back to the community, there is always room for collaboration. You cannot always do it alone. Just like Mr. Femi said, the system and structure is committing responsibility, fine. But you cannot just commit responsibility without a guide or without having something, a nudge to that person. So to every woman out there, you're already a giver. Like in light of last week, I talked about a topic, your hands have power. Your hands having power is you giving back to your community by nurturing, by writing. Maybe your write-up or your post can really be a blessing, because I need to say this for clarity's sake. So you giving back to the community, either as a short-term relief, that's why I had to make emphasis on both, short-term relief or long-term impact. Just start something. Is it your smile? Is it your time? Is it your treasure? Is it accepting people's vulnerability and not using it against them? It's just something that you can start with. It doesn't actually have to be plenty things. It doesn't have to be money. He said we should start with our available resources. There are some of us that just a smile can kill anybody's pain. There are some of us that just the words that comes out of our mouth looks like a relief to that person. So whatever it is, I just want us to do more by giving back to our community. And I pray that God will help us. There will be clarity over time as we start. Let's just start something. It doesn't have to be perfect, perfection is an enemy. So if you are wanting perfection, it is a big time enemy. And I'm talking to you as a one-time perfectionist. It is an enemy. Let us start something, and with time, progress becomes clearer. So, Mr. Femi, your final words for us, and we look forward to having you. Anyways, you will always come. I will not say more than that. So, your final words to us tonight as we wrap this program up. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to just say again, thank you, Lara. Thank you, Mrs. Mary. Thank you so much. The whole platform, all the women in the house, every woman in the house. Hey. All right, I would leave with just three words. I will leave with just three phrases. Let me just put it that way. And number one is, don't go for money, go for value. Don't go for money, go for value. I will give a typical example of that journey in the life of Ariyibi Orphanage Foundation. I would say that those who volunteered wholeheartedly to that vision, but every of our co-founders are, in fact, where they are top places I can mention all over the world. And let me say something, that money value is greater than money. So if you think you are spending money now to get more value, don't worry. It's a matter of time. So I would say, don't go for money. Whatever you are doing, no matter the amount you are spending now, keep that. What should be your center focus is the amount of value going out. And I can bet it with you, by the time you are getting the returns, let me just give a typical example. You can just get into the plane and you must even have forgotten that you have done something in Canada, or one day there was light up in Kaduna, and it went, one life was touched, and from there it becomes boom, the person has become the Senate president, and one day you are just in the plane and it says you, are you not Mrs. Rosemary? And you don't know me, ma, because you were in Canada when the training was up. But me, we know you on Facebook. Well, thank you so much for what you have done. That is, I want to say this. One of the day I felt fulfilled in my life, one of the greatest day I felt fulfilled in my life was when I opened the orphanage gates and the children left what they were doing and ran to me and called me Ariyibi. That was the greatest day I felt fulfilled in my life. I felt, oh, this vision I'm getting it right. I wasn't after the number of gifts I've collected. What I was after was, so these children should be able to see me outside and feel, oh, this was the man who keeps sending people to the orphanage to train us. That was what I was after. So I'm saying number one thing I'm leaving you with is, go for value, don't go for money. The second thing I will leave you with is, God does not need the qualified. He qualifies whoever he wants to use. So my Oga at the top was saying, she was feeling, I wasn't, this one. If I tell you my challenge, I'm not even supposed to come on the live video. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is, God wants to use that your disqualification to be qualified. So don't think you are not qualified. Never think, me, which English do I know? Which skill do I even have? Which money do I have? And this thing is just keep coming. Help the orphans, help the needy, help the society. What do I have? I want only those that even have millions self. They are there. In fact, the most painful part of this vision, the whole thing is, when you start a vision, one day you will come across someone who has times 2, or who have been doing times 5 of what you are doing. And you yourself will just disqualify what you are doing, that you have not even tried anything here. You just sit there and say, oh, let me just leave this world. Yeah. So, but I'm leaving you without this word tonight, that God does not need to qualify. He qualifies whoever he wants to use. And I believe It is set time for you to stand up and start what God asks you to do. And lastly, this one is my general word. This one is my watchword. Those who knows this with me. And I used to tell everybody that the best is in you. You can do it. Oh, I used to tell people that no matter what the challenges we may be passing through, no matter the difficulty, no matter the financial downtime, no matter what. I remember there was a time I need to sell my phone. I was using a Symbian phone, Nokia E63. I will never forget that phone. That was the only phone I was using. I need to sell it off for a project to be done. Why? Because I believe the best is in me. Oh, so I used to tell people, and I'm telling you tonight, those who are online, those who are going to listen to this video later, and every member of this community, I want you to understand that the best is in you. Never look down on yourself. Don't let anybody talk you down. There's no there's no photocopy of you. You are the original of yourself. And I'm saying it tonight for you to hear it loud and clear. No matter the vision you are carrying, the best is in you, and you can do it. And I want you to have that in you. You can do it. Just keep saying to yourself, you can do it. Let them say the dollar rate is increasing you are doing it. Let them say nobody could go to Bronu to do light up, you will do it. Let them say, keep saying to yourself, the best is in you. And I believe with these three things, I will just recap. Don't go for money, go for value. Don't disqualify yourself. Let me just make it that simple. That is, God does not need your qualification. He will qualify you. Don't worry. So don't disqualify yourself. And the third one is, the best is in you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be on this platform, and I'm not taking this platform for granted. Like Lara have said, when I saw Light Up, I knew this was the best place for me to be. And when she was talking about it, I said, look at you. I love me. If it is to impact life, that's my hobby. Because I believe when you put value in people, that is the best food you can give to anybody on earth. And I want to say thank you for this platform. On behalf of those who have benefited from this platform, I'm saying thank you. And we are looking up to you. We believe the best is also in you too. Yes, we believe the best is in you too. So thank you once again, Lara. Thank you, Miss Rosemary. I'm grateful. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Femi. Finally, you called me Lara and not Ma, and I feel so relieved. Okay, repeat, I'll put it in the comment section. I want you to go into the next month, into the next quarter of the year, and know that you are the best, and the best is in you, and you don't have to disqualify yourself when God has not disqualified you. God doesn't need you to be qualified. When he sends you, and he forces it. That is why we are not being religious, fine, but we want you to know that God is the God of everyone. So when he sends you, remember he said a particular statement that the person that made him who he was today in this photo editing, photography and all of that is a Muslim. And that is why one of our keywords is that this place is not for religion. We are believers, we are centered on belief, on our faith. So you don't have to feel excommunicated, you have to feel inclusive. So God doesn't need to qualify, he qualifies the ones he wants. And know tonight that you are one of the qualified. God has qualified. Even when you feel disqualified, feeling disqualified is you not seeing the best in you. So you need to see the best. Go for money. Don't go for value. Don't mind me. Go for, I like money too much. Go for value. Don't go for money. It has been a beautiful session. I can't but thank all the speakers that have been here before now. Thank you for pouring yourself. And I can't but thank myself for making myself available. The best is in me. So let me thank myself too. And Mr. Femi, thank you for gracing this occasion. I called you before this program. I said, Mr. Femi, you have to be available tonight. Oh. Me, I cannot talk. Oh. I did not prepare anything. Oh. He said, don't worry, I am going to come. And he did come. And you did light us up and inspired us. So women, remember, in giving back to the community, you can be a mentor. Remember, we talked about mentorship, guiding the next generation. We also talked about overcoming stereotype. Overcoming stereotype is seeing the best in you, even when everybody doesn't see it. The way you carry yourself helps people carry you. Another thing we talk about is women uplifting women. So let us come together and make the rest of this year the best for us. And I see I see Light Up going to UK. I know our admin in UK is already hearing this. So
Yes,
Light Up is going to
our
UK.
legal advisor. Yay.
Light Up is coming to UK
Yes, so
2026. And
yes, so
it is going global because we are
yeah,
seeing the best in
amen.
Y.W.W.B.
Amen.
and the best is yet to come. Thank you
Amen.
for staying true with us from January till now. It's been a long ride. And we
Yeah.
can't thank you enough. And thank you in anticipation for staying true with us till the end of this year. I remain Lara Osho, your able host for August. Watch out for our host for September. I'm sure it's going to take you off your feet because it's coming bigger, it's coming better. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So,
Good
Mr.
night.
Femi, I'll keep in touch, oh.
No, I'm no Yama. All right,
Okay,
bye bye.
Lara,
Thank you
great
so much.
job. Awesome.
Yeah. All right,
September, I'm
Good
so
night.
excited. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited. Bye. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.